Hi everyone, it's Rachel Stephenson, and I'm going to show you how to schedule reoccurring Google Meets in your calendar using a short link with a nickname. If you do it in this way, students can't access the meet before the teacher starts it, and they can't access the meet after the teacher ends it. So to add a new event in your calendar, you're going to click on the plus sign, and then you want to click on a day and a time that you want your meets to start. And then you want to go down to more options. Then you want to type in your title and select your start date and your time. Then you would click on Does Not Repeat. Then you would go down and click on Custom. Then you would enter this screen and you can customize your reoccurrence. For example, I have mine set to repeat every 1 week. So it will repeat on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and it ends on June 18th. Keep in mind that if you do have Google Meets on Mondays, we do have holidays that come up. So you can still schedule it as a reoccurrence, but you want to go back to your calendar once this is done. You go back, you click on that Monday of the actual holiday, and you cancel the meet for that day only. So this is the really important part. After you've set your reoccurrence, you want to go down, and usually you would click on Add Google Meet Video Conferencing, but in this case we do not want to click that. What happens when you click that is Google will generate its own link every time, and it'll be a different link. That link is not protected in the same way that the nickname short links are protected. This means that if you use Google's link that it creates, students can log on before the teacher starts the meeting, and they can log on after the meeting is over. So you want to leave that alone, and you don't want to click on that, and you want to just come down to the description box down here, and you could type whatever you'd like. So I usually type join with Google Meet meeting link, and then that's where I would type in my meeting link right there. Now the meeting link that we're using is a short link. It's g.co/meet/ and then your nickname that you choose. These short links are created by Google, and they're a way to quickly go to one of their services or products. So in this case, it directs us to a meet. And then you want to come up with your own nickname to follow it. So you want to pick a nickname that's familiar to your students. If you're meeting with your whole class, you'll use this link for every meet that you do. So if I'm meeting with my whole class, I might use my last name and then my room number. Now, if you meet with different groups, you can use different nicknames in your links, and you could schedule those at different times. So for example, if I taught 2 different subjects and I taught math and science, I would schedule those meets at separate times, right here, but maybe on the same day. And to keep those groups separate, when I go down to make my link, my nickname would be Stephenson Math, and then my nickname over here would be Stephenson Science. And that would keep those 2 groups separate so they couldn't join the other meet on accident maybe. So after that, you want to go and customize your guest permissions. So over here, you want to make sure that students can't modify the event and they can't invite others. And then depending on your class, you might want them to see the guest list or you might not. Then after that, you would add your guest list. Now you can go and add your students one by one by typing in their Gmail account, but you can also create a mailing list. So what I did is I created a mailing list for all of my students. I labeled it E3 students, That way, when I go to make these calendar events, I just have to type in students or E3 students and it will come up as an option. Usually it will list all my students' emails right here. I just took them out for privacy reasons. So if you want to know how to make a mailing list, you can look in the description box below, and there's a link to a tutorial on how to make a mailing list in Gmail. So after that, you'll save and it will automatically go back to your calendar, and you can see that all of your events here have been scheduled on your calendar. If you click on one of the events, you can look at the details, and you'll see here that the meeting link, the short link that we included, automatically becomes a hyperlink. So that's why when you're typing in your description, you don't have to actually create a link within the description. You just type it out as is, and Google will automatically make it into a hyperlink for you. So your students and yourself, you can both access your Meet by clicking on this link, and that will bring you right to the Meet. And then from there you would join. You can also enter your Meet by using a nickname to start the Meet. So you can go to Meet and join the meeting and type in your nickname. That was the end of that short link. And it will actually bring you to the same Meet that the link brings you to. Now the best part about this is that students will not be able to join the Meet until the teacher starts it. So if they actually try to come early or on a day before, they'll receive a message that looks like this. So it indicates, please wait for the organizer to join and then try again. So students will not be able to be alone on the Meet. Another great thing is that after the Meet is over, the link will be deactivated. So 5 minutes after the teacher ends the Meet, students can't rejoin the Meet later. So if they tried, they would receive a message like this, that the meeting code doesn't work and they can't create a meeting on their own. Another great thing about doing it this way is that teachers can reactivate the link at the next scheduled Meet. So even though students cannot activate the link, it will deactivate for their accounts. The teacher can reactivate that link by just clicking on that link and starting the meeting. And then it will reactivate and students can then join the meeting as well. So in this video, in the description box, there's a link to my Google slide of this tutorial, and that way you can go a little bit slower and take it step by step on creating these reoccurring Google Meets using that short link. There's also a link on how to create a Gmail mailing list, and there's also the short link available for you to use for your Google Meets that you can copy and paste. So if you have any questions, feel free to email me at rstephenson@reoschools.org. And if you have a different idea or a different way to go about doing this, I'd love to hear that also, because I'm pretty sure there's plenty of ways to do this. So thank you so much for watching, and good luck, everybody.